Hello. Y'all, so I recorded a video and I edited halfway through the video and somehow I deleted the video, like all my progress. And so I was like, I just don't even have the energy to continue editing. I will be editing and posting it tomorrow, but I was like, let me jump on here and let's talk, because I did like a kind of like a teaser with that little short live. So I was like, let me jump on here, let me see what y'all are talking about with last night's episode, because it was a lot going on. It was a lot going on. Like, I just didn't expect, I didn't expect what we got last night, but we'll talk about it. Hey, Danielle. So, what I feel about this show in general is they did not do their due diligence when, like, vetting these people. Like, there's some things that should not have gotten past you. Some people that should not have gotten past you. If Brandon's match dropped out, there shouldn't be like a backup, because that doesn't make sense to me. You supposedly, this is your perfect match. You can't just choose the second best. And you know what I'm saying? That's no longer your perfect match. So I have an issue with that. I feel like there should be certain requirements before you are able to marry someone at first sight. Like, I'm not able to check this person out before I marry them. I mean, and you know what? Getting married to a stranger, pretty much every time I talk to my grandmother about this, she always goes back to, well, these people must be desperate because they're marrying a stranger. But I think what people are looking at, like when they sign up for this or when they get recruited and they look at the past contestants, they're not really looking at the people that failed. They're looking at the people that were successful. Like when you look at Jamie and her husband from the first season, Jamie and Doug, they're still married to this day. Jamie is like a host for the show. She's on Couples Couch. They have 2 kids. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I thought I heard somebody out there I wasn't expecting, but they're looking at the success stories. You know what I'm saying? They're not really looking at the possibility of being matched with someone and it not working. I think you're hoping for the best with this situation if you're coming into it with the right reasons. You're not really trying to think about the negatives. So I think if a person is coming into it like that, they deserve for you to vet these people to the fullest extent. Get all up in their business, talk to their family, talk to their exes, talk to their employers if you have to, talk to this person, make sure they work where they say they work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain things you think they would do. Because obviously, people have slipped through the cracks and have been coming on this show being super shallow or wanting to get some sort of publicity, i.e. Matt, Luke, Zach, Taylor. And I feel like that kind of thing should have been caught at the door. Like, I know you asked them, like, what would you do if you see somebody come down the aisle that you're not attracted to? And they say, you know, they know the right answers to say. They know the right, of course. We all know, well, I'm just going to, no matter what it is, I'm going to try to get to know them. I'm going to try to get to know their heart. There's a reason why you matched me. I haven't even been in that process, but I already know what to say in order to make them feel like, oh, she's ready. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like y'all should do a better job of vetting these people. Let me see what y'all are saying. Hey Latoya, hey Kimberly. This season does suck because it's only one couple that has a possibility of staying married. This season really forced. This season seems really forced. It does. Hi, creative hair by Nikki. I'm bored every week watching it. It gets so hard. Exactly, because, and that's another thing. Clearly, y'all are just trying to like capitalize off of the popularity of this show from the past, because y'all made 2-hour episodes, right? There's no need for 2 hours. Even with 5 couples, I know y'all thought adding an extra couple would warrant longer episodes. You were wrong, because y'all put in so much filler that does not matter. Does not matter whatsoever. It's about 2 or 3 couples that are actually interesting. I mean, yeah, we do want to see some positiveness between a couple that is actually compatible, yes. But we don't need to see all this extra filler. Y'all be throwing in these dramatic pauses, these dramatic put the camera on this person, then this person, then this person, and dramatic music when it's not even a dramatic moment. That is so irritating to me, and I feel like it insults my intelligence. I don't know if about y'all. Do y'all feel like y'all intelligence is being tampered with, or you're trying to fool me into thinking this is something major and it's not? 45 minutes exactly. It's a struggle to watch it. The only reason why I be watching these episodes in full the night of is because I do a review. If I wasn't doing a review, I would watch a little bit at a time. I probably wouldn't even watch the whole thing all at once. Not unless my cousin was like, oh, Pinky, you got to see this part. Okay, that's when I'll do that. But I'm not really paying attention fully. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so long, it's dragging. Y'all don't have to put every single detail. The reviews are more interesting than the show. Well, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. I fell asleep on it last night. It's so draining, and not in a, oh, I'm so interesting. Not in a, this is so passionate that it's like taking some energy for me to even watch this. No, it's just that boring. It's dragging. And then maybe if they had the couples do a little bit more like what the couples did on this episode, where they go, you know, cook together. Maybe if they did more outings and stuff, that's a little bit more interesting. You can get people together. You can kind of see their dynamics together. Maybe something like that would be better. I mean, they live in the same apartment complex. They can get together more often. Maybe all get together at somebody's apartment. Something. Because we just need, it needs to be something a little bit more to this if you're going to try to fill up 2 hours. Other than people just... And I'm not trying to pick on Jess and her husband, but I didn't need to see them do a lap dance and kiss each other. I really didn't need it. I didn't. How do you feel about Dr. Pepper addressed Brandon last night and his being over it? She wanted him to continue because I feel like all the experts are not allowed to encourage someone to leave. It just seems that way. It seems like the proper advice that you would give to someone, the experts don't, if that means the person has to leave, they don't encourage that. They encourage them to stay together no matter what. Brandon just had the wherewithal to know, I don't need this. And even though Brandon, mind you, Brandon has been one of the most controversial people of this season. He has acted an entire fool. You know what I'm saying? He showed his entire behind. But even he, after everything he's done, even he don't deserve somebody to get online and say something like that about him, implying that he's gay. You know what I'm saying? Acting real single. Have somebody not only do that, but then, yeah, I did it, and what? I didn't think you would see it. You know what I'm saying? Not apologetic whatsoever. nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves that. And I don't know who would stick around for that, because you telling the whole world that your husband is not even worth respecting. You know what I'm saying? It was totally disrespectful. And she says he's been disrespectful to her. You did that to him. I feel like she did it because she knew it was going to be salacious and that it was going to, you know, really give them something juicy for their storyline. But I don't think she expected that man to actually get up and leave, because she need more camera time. That's why she reached back out to him, because she looking for some more camera time, in my opinion. They blocked that gay part out. I saw it on one of these Married at First Sight pages. They had their original footage, and that part that they blocked out said not gay. And I'm just really hoping you didn't put not gay to infer that he's gay and you have no sort of proof that he's gay. I really hope that you didn't do, because see, that's the sort of thing that makes it malicious. That's the sort of thing that makes it, you know what I'm saying? Because you're accusing this man of being gay and he came on the show to marry a woman. So you really, you know, calling him a fraud. That's like a serious thing to accuse somebody of. So she indirectly did it. She didn't necessarily say Brandon is gay, but she said she wants somebody who's not gay, but you married. So are you trying to say the person you married to is? I don't think he's gay either. I mean, I have no proof whether he is or not. He says he's not. He married to a woman. So I'm just going to take his word for it at this point. I don't think he's gay. I think he you know, he might have a little, well, you know what I think it is? I think he's spoiled. I think he's spoiled. I think he's used to getting his way and he throws a tantrum. And we're not used to seeing men do that. You know what I'm saying? When they throw a tantrum, usually it's more in a like, hoo, 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 punch a wall. Or, you know, the way he was going off, he was snapping. It's kind of like reading. And so I could see why people would think that. But I personally don't think that. I thought they said that about Michael. They said it about Michael too. I don't believe that about Michael either. I think Michael is just really insecure. I think he needs some real help, because he's dealing with abandonment issues for being adopted. He's dealing with mommy issues from his mother not being there for him. And you know, for whatever reason, I don't know what the circumstances was. The fact is, he keeps bringing it up for a reason, and he's using it to excuse his behavior, which is not an excuse, but it is, I believe it is a factor. And I believe because see, last night I was in shock. But when I got more time to think about it, I mean, I'm still like, why did you lie? Why you always lying? Why are you lying? Why do you lied about your gas mileage? You lied about going on trips. You lied about your job. How do you lie about being a yoga instructor and invite your wife to come to a class? And one, you don't show up. Two, when she asks around about you, people say that only Michael I know cleans the rooms. So, Michael, what is it? And then you're going to try to flip it around on me and say that I don't open up enough, saying that I, you know, which is ridiculous, because if anything, Mika say her opinion every time she thinks it. That's been one of the people's biggest gripes about Mika, is that she always says what's on her mind. She always is telling Michael how she feel about him. So that's ridiculous for you to say she's not vulnerable, that she doesn't open up, because she definitely does. She don't have a problem with that. And I was proud of Mika, because a lot of these women on these shows, Michael definitely doesn't take responsibility for his actions. He doesn't hold himself accountable. But I was gonna say, I'm proud of Mika, because these women on these shows, they be sitting up here getting battered and abused behind closed doors. And I'm not even judging those women that do that, but what I'm saying is, speak up, say something. Say something, because how do we know, how would we have known what was going on with Kate and Luke and that he was manipulating her and, you know, sleeping with her and telling her not to tell nobody, and but then telling her he's not attracted to her. That's some like weird, sinister emotional manipulation that she was keeping to herself. And we were just like, girl, what is going on with you? Why are you sticking around? That's why. Because this man was all up in her head and didn't have nobody there to, she didn't have nobody there to help her see this man is crazy and manipulating you. So I'm glad that Mika got up and spoke her piece, then didn't hold back, whether we liked it or not. I'm glad she did, because this man, it turned out he was lying. I cannot believe, because I didn't want to believe. No matter what some of these men that get on here and say, I don't have anything against men, especially black men. I don't have anything against black men. I don't. You know, I tried to be as fair as possible. And even with the whole Michael thing, I didn't even really go in on Michael as hard as I could have, because I didn't want to believe that he was just lying on purpose. I didn't want to believe, I wanted to believe he was misunderstood, or, you know what I'm saying, they were having miscommunications. Maybe what he said came out wrong. Whatever. I just was hoping that Michael was just one of those people that was a little bit offbeat and therefore couldn't communicate well. When he came out and admitted that he lied, what am I supposed to do now? What am I supposed to do with that? Now, we could talk about why you lied. I believe he lied because he wanted to impress Mika. He probably feels like who he is himself, just who he really is, maybe isn't enough. Maybe he's felt like that his whole life. And maybe he felt like, you know, Mika did say something about how she wanted to be with a man who earned more money than her. And so maybe he felt like, well, maybe I need to be this principal, because principals make good money. So he was like, well, maybe I need to be a principal in order to get, you know, her to respect me or whatever. Make it inflate his ego, make him feel like the man. It didn't sound convincing to me when he explained it. And so now we know he be lying. He said he be lying because he doesn't feel comfortable to be himself. And that is a personal problem. Because regardless of whether you feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable, being comfortable enough to be vulnerable and being comfortable enough to be authentic are two different things. Being comfortable enough to open up and share the real you, that's one thing, because I can give you, when I'm getting on YouTube, this is me. I'm not lying. This is me. You know what I'm saying? I am myself. I tell y'all real things that have happened in my life, that things that I can relate to. But, you know, I don't necessarily give y'all the deepest, darkest secrets in my life. You know, I keep that stuff personal, right? I'm not being vulnerable, but I am, this is still me. I'm still being authentic. When you're not being authentic, you're being someone else. You're not being yourself. You're gonna have to lie, because if you're not being authentic, period, that's not you. That's somebody else. So yeah, you're gonna have to lie. You're gonna lie about everything, because you're not being you. I think what he means is that he wants her to be softer in her approach when they, if somebody is consistently lying to you, how soft are you gonna be? Because I can tell you right now, at that table, when she confronted him about that whole yoga thing, meeting him for yoga, and he wasn't even there, and she asked the people there, does he teach there? And no, he clean up. Oh yeah, I'm coming like this. Of course I'm coming like that. Of course I'm going to clap at every word. Of course I'm going to use my hands. You've been lying. And so Mika knew he was lying. That's why she was talking to him like that. Oh, she's not going to be soft, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be soft, sweet, and hold you and cradle you and make you feel like a man if you sit up here lying to my face. And he finally admitted that he lied. So she was totally justified. Totally. If you ask me, I mean, I think she should leave him. That's scary how he lied about being a yoga teacher. I wouldn't want to move in. Me either. Right. I'm saying, like, people would go off on him. The editors for this show don't know how to edit. I could agree with that. He lied in an interview. Exactly, because not only did he lie to Mika, he lied to Pastor Cal. He lied to the experts. Oh yeah, I teach yoga 3 times a week. The next clip. Oh yeah, I teach yoga once a month. Well, which one is it, Michael? Or is it not any of those? See, that's a problem. And that would cause anybody to get, you know what I'm saying? Mika, I think what Mika sensed it from the beginning. She called it out from the beginning. When they was on the plane and he gave her that ultimatum, we better have sex on this honeymoon or I'm not going to be with you. And then he tried to act like he didn't say it. And I always believe he said it, but I just was like, well, maybe he didn't mean it that way. And so that's why he's not admitting it. But the whole time, it was clear Michael said it. He never denied saying it. Well, he did. I think he did deny it one time, but he didn't really deny it, you know? He doesn't take responsibility for his actions. Mika is aggressive. He's scared to tell the truth. Come on, be a real man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you, Mika really wasn't. I've seen women more aggressive than that. Married for years. Married. Mika really wasn't even that aggressive. Mika rarely, you know, she put her foot down. She had like a stern tone. But I've never even heard Mika truly like raise her voice. She might talk with her hands, but I mean Mika don't even I never understood the criticism with Mika. Like she just called things out the way she saw them. And you know, I could see sometimes she might sulk or she might kind of, you know, if you're going to stay with them, you know, why are you constantly like sulking? I could see that. But calling him out for a lie and she done caught him up in a few lies, I could see why she acted like that. He lies, then he walks away when caught in the lie. Exactly. Comes up with some nonsense story. When he comes back, he went and thought about it. You right. Hey, Kelsey. He has way too many jobs. And the thing is, like, he said he works like at a program with special needs kids or something like that, right? How do we know that's true? Now I'm gonna have to go up to your job and ask, does a Michael work here? Does he work here the capacity that he says he does? Because, like, what if Michael, he says he's like a program director and he's actually like a janitor? Like, how do we know? How do we know? I think he is a teacher aide for special ed children. I mean, I thought he said he was a program director. Did I just make that up? Because I do be half listening, y'all, sometimes. I ain't even gonna lie. He probably cleans the classes. They say he cleaned the classes at the yoga studio. He does aftercare for special needs children. Did he say he was a program director, or did I come up with that? Because I could have come up with that myself. I'm not gonna put that on him because I don't remember him saying it necessarily. He said he was a program director because at first he said he was a teacher, then interviewed for principal, then turned it down to become director. Married at First Sight listed his job as educational program director. And okay, and also, like, this goes back to the experts, and it goes back to, you know, production or whatever. If you're gonna put that, I hope y'all went to his job and made sure, or got some sort of proof, because y'all see how he do. Y'all see how he do. Okay, he said it. He said he was a program director. You can look at the school website. They always list people's job title. Okay, so that's an easy way of checking. I hope somebody did it. Knowing Mika, she probably did. She probably checked that already. Because she done caught him in pretty much every other lie that he told. So Mika would know whether he was really a programmer. I feel like that's why she went to that studio. Exactly. You know what? A woman that is investigating her man, the CIA, the FBI, an investigator, they don't have nothing on her. I'm telling you. If you investigating your man, you gonna find out exactly what you looking for. Trust me. The women that don't figure things out, they don't want to. Michael is a master manipulator. I mean, hurt people hurt people. Why did he lie about the mile? Thank you. When she said the lie, he lied about the miles on his car. When I tell you, I screamed. That ain't nothing to lie about. That ain't nothing to lie. Why are you lying about that when I can easily go to your car and see the truth? That ain't nothing to lie. See, that's kind of where it rolls over into like pathological territory, because why are you lying about that? Something done right. He should have got therapy before thinking about getting married. He needs help. And yeah. And then he just be sitting up there like be dead wrong and be sitting up there like eating like it's regular, just be sitting there like, la-di-da. You're not gonna address the fact that you've been lying? Oh no, you're gonna flip it on me and make it seem like I'm not being soft towards you. I wonder why. I wonder why. I wonder why. I wonder why I'm not being soft and nice, and I wonder why. He tells white lies to make himself look good, but it turns into a lie to cover the first. He lied a lot as a child. You could tell by how he responds to the lies with his eyes closed. And that's another thing. He stayed looking down. He stayed looking down. He stayed looking this way, that way. He stayed looking forward without looking at the person he's talking to. That is a major sign. And I was trying to like brush it off like, well, maybe he's just like not a good communicator. But that is like body language 101. When someone is lying, they can't look you in your eye. When a person likes eye contact, that physical. Exactly. Like, it means you're being deceptive a lot of times when you can't look at them at all. Like, I understand sometimes, you know, you look off to the side, maybe you're like, you know, but when we're having serious conversations, when we're trying to work something out, why are you not looking at me in my eye? Why are you looking down? And I think it even causes Mika to look down because it's so uncomfortable to look at somebody who's not looking at you. And I hate he purchased his lips up all the time. And no, I didn't mean nothing by that. I was just, he do purse his lips up all the time now. Yeah. Like, what are you doing, Michael? What are you doing? What are you doing? He wants a mother. His family did not do a good job of getting help. Yeah. Some people really need to talk through those things and really need to, I mean, he knows it. He knows he has abandonment issues. You know, that time where he was crying. And I believe those, some people don't believe that those were genuine tears. I believe those were genuine tears. Like, sometimes, I don't know if y'all have ever done this, but sometimes you could be crying and you just don't want to tell somebody the real reason why you're crying, so you tell them something else. So the tears themselves are real, but you just didn't, you know, give them full disclosure on what exactly you're crying about. You know what I'm saying? Because you just don't want to share that. Some people find it really hard to be vulnerable. Michael seems like one of those people. And turning the ring on his finger. Dang, y'all be noticing everything. Black people are good at sweeping stuff under the rug. He was probably brought up to believe men don't cry. We raise our girls. And I agree. I agree. I believe that's why sometimes women can be stronger than men, because we are able to express our emotions. We are able to, you know what I'm saying? We talk things out all the time. We've done it ever since we were little girls, but with boys, suck it up, you know what I'm saying? And then they bottle stuff up for so long that they throw tantrums whenever they're angry instead of being able to express themselves. Now, mind you, there are examples of both for on either side. Some girls were told to suck it up, and some men, you know, were able to express themselves. But I'm just saying, especially in the black community, a lot of times they won't even let baby boys cry. You know what I'm saying? If you keep on crying, you just gonna be a punk or whatever. But it's just like, sometimes, yeah, babies should cry. Young men should be able to cry as well. You know what I'm saying? You can cry and push through things. Sometimes you have to let that out. But that's like on a whole different, man, that's a whole different story. I thought his mom passed away and his family took him in. Was he abandoned? I believe she wasn't able to take care of him, so his family took him on, and then a little while after that she passed away. So correct me if I'm wrong, because I think that's the story, but I'm not sure. And I mean, you just never know. He might have been abandoned by whoever took him in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying the aunt that we saw, it could have been somebody else that took him in first. You never know. He could have been abandoned. He could have been abandoned at some point by someone other than his mom, because it's something he claimed that he was abandoned and adopted, so he doesn't trust people easily. My cousin mom's side of the family used to call him a sissy for crying. If he was 5, we had to check that real quick. I think Michael. Yeah, it's like, how are you gonna call a baby a sissy for crying? That's a baby. That's a baby. Babies cry. I think they need to be interviewing these people's exes, because all these people are weirdos this season. I agree. That's why I said in the beginning, I was like, talk to the family, talk to the exes, talk to the job, maybe talk to the coworkers, friends, ex-friends, because we need both sides of the story. Address them, like, well, why did you fall out with this friend? You know, because I'm saying, like, people don't exhibit characteristics, terrible characteristics, like, in a vacuum. People have experienced them, whether it's been family members, whether it's been like estranged family members, friends, ex-friends, exes, family, not family members, co-workers, whatever. So I think it's important to go there. So I think next, let me just mention something about Zach and Mindy. I'm so glad that Dr. Pepper finally put her foot down. Somebody need to put their foot down with Zach. Look, because he really is the first person in the history of this show that refused to move in with his wife. What? Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Somebody's out there. Hold on a second. I'm sorry, y'all. That was my uncle. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about Zach. Zach, sir, I feel like he should have been like cast off the show as soon as he decided that he didn't want to move in with his wife. Like, how dare you get on here and say, oh, I'm not gonna be married to my wife. I want to be away from her so we can get to know each other. And you know what I'm saying? None of that makes sense. He be talking in circles. He should have been eliminated. Why are y'all allowing this emotional turmoil to be cast upon this woman? She does not deserve it. And then that whole thing where they had to be up on each other, and like, he's so obviously not attracted to her. He so obviously was not participating. Like, he just looked like he just did not want to be there. Like, Katie and Derek cannot cook eggs. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I'm some sort of chef or I'm just the best cook, because I would be lying. But you can't make breakfast food. Breakfast food got to be the easiest thing in the world to make. Like, eggs, bacon, sausage, pancakes. I mean, step one of pretty much every cooking tutorial, you have to grease the pan with something, whether it's butter, whether it's oil. Like, what? It's funny they can't make eggs. Their parents failed them. Katie needs some serious therapy. She's about to chase a good thing. But she's still in love with somebody else. I don't understand why he didn't move in, because the looks of there was 2 bedrooms. Exactly. Nah, he just playing. I can't believe he didn't grease that pan. You didn't get a notification? You should be playing. They can't cook eggs. What was that other thing that was cooking in that pot that looked disgusting? What was that other thing in the pot? Everything looked gross. They should have matched Zach and Taylor. She really would have played that up. She really would have played that up if he didn't move in with her. Oh, she would have been super victim. How do you not know how to make breakfast, y'all? Like, I can't get off of that. You can't make breakfast? And then, okay, let's say you're not good with, you know, frying eggs and stuff like that. Y'all could have made some grits in the microwave, oatmeal in the microwave. Y'all could have ate cereal. Why are y'all tearing up some grits? I mean, some eggs. I think he would have tried to hit. Girl, what else happened? When Taylor was sitting down with Brandon, she was getting really heated, especially when he brought up the fact that she was doing this for TV. She was heated. She was heated. And notice how she didn't really respond. Did you guys already talk about Jessica doing a body shot? Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh my goodness. My gag reflex. Y'all, I'm not playing. I'm not playing. That's nasty. That's nasty. I didn't never have to. It was too hairy. It was too hairy. Ugh. Ugh. It was too hairy. It was too hairy. It was hairy. And you know he don't clean his belly button like that. You know he don't. Because he don't even know how often to wash your comforter. He don't even know how often he washes his comforter. So you know he ain't cleaning that belly button good. I don't know how people do that in the first place, to be honest, but that hair, yuck, ew, that was nasty, ew. And they did do a close-up. It was a mole and lid. Y'all, I'll never love somebody that much. Ew. Ew. I already told y'all I have a slight foot phobia, but I definitely don't want my tongue nowhere near your belly button. Ugh. Belly buttons are so gross. When you really think about it, belly buttons are just gross, period. So why do people lick belly buttons? I couldn't tell you. Leave my belly button alone and don't pour nothing in it and drink something out of it. Ugh. And she did it like she must really love him. She must really love him. Because, ooh. Because even if I agreed to do it, as soon as I would have saw that hairy belly button, ew. I already didn't want to see them kiss. I already didn't want to see Katie and Derek kissing either. They was doing a lot. I want to do that emoji, that emoji. I wouldn't love someone that much either. Your reaction was the same as mine. She really does love him. Got to. Dre is from Charlotte, but I don't blame Brandon for leaving. I would have left Taylor too. I think we all would. I need Jessica to curl her hair and wear some lip gloss. She already starting to look just like Austin. I think Jessica looks alright. I hate feet. I have to get mine professionally done and I can't touch anyone else's. Thank you. Now I've become accustomed to my own feet, but there was a point in time where I did not even like my own feet. I didn't like to look at my feet. It's weird because your feet are attached to you, but I kind of didn't want my feet to touch. It's kind of weird. Like me saying it out loud is odd, but a lot of people have reached out to me and said they feel the same way. But you know, keep socks on. Like, I just don't want to look at them. But I've become more accustomed to my own feet. I started to, you know, be okay with my feet now. But I still don't want other people's feet nowhere near me. Nowhere near me. Not in my vicinity. Don't even act like you about to. Don't put your foot this close to me. Put it over there. You see how that's off camera? That's where I want your feet. I don't want them nowhere near me. And I don't even, like, you. And when people hear that, they be like, ooh, back up. Because I'm not playing. I do not like that. I don't. Especially people with crusty feet. Especially people who don't attend to their feet. But I really don't like anybody's feet. And it's weird because even though I don't like feet, if I see somebody has their toes out, I have to look. It's weird. Like, I don't know what it is, but if somebody has their toes out, I just have to look. And then I might get a little grossed out, but I just like, it's like I have to look at it. I don't know. It's like, that's a weird thing about me. You the same way? I get you about the feet. They're weird to me, even my own. I don't want people to touch. And I don't want you to touch my feet. I'm the same way. Don't touch my feet. Just leave my feet alone. Because I've had somebody want to massage my feet. Please. I don't. Leave my feet alone. Leave them alone. No, I don't want you to. Because it's ticklish anyway when people massage. I don't find foot massages necessarily pleasurable. They tickle me too much. Brandon was looking for a way out, in my opinion. Possibly. Taylor thought by blocking him, he wasn't going to see the post. See, he was probably looking for a way out because Brandon feels like Taylor is only here for TV, period. And I can believe that. I can believe it. Like, regardless of whether we like Brandon or not, he seems like he's genuine with his reaction. It don't seem like he's doing it for TV. It seems like he genuinely is a little bit off, like too spoiled, or you never know. But I don't think he's doing it for TV, and he knows that she is. So he's, he don't want to be in that with her, and I can believe that about him. I wouldn't love someone. Okay, let me see. Austin doesn't wear underwear? Ew. She wants to stay married for TV. Exactly. And her friends definitely didn't enable her. And I didn't like that because Mika told her the truth about that post and how she was trifling for it. I don't like feet. See, a lot of people feel that way. I really thought I was weird. You said you have to look. I have to see. Like, I have to see. For I don't know why. Even though I'm just gonna be like, ugh, look, I might do ugh in my head. I just have to look. What was that nonsense he was telling his friend? What did he say to his friend? I kind of forgot what happened there. I just remember him saying that Taylor texted him and he doesn't really want to meet up with her. She kind of cursed him out afterwards. That's all I remember. He wanted her. He was sorry, but she wanted him to act a fool, but he did. Yeah, I think she really wanted him to play into this whole, storyline, and he didn't want to play into a storyline. He was actually serious, and she wasn't. She seemed so fake. Exactly. Them tears did not come off real whatsoever. Now, like I said, I felt like Michael's tears were genuine. I do not feel like Taylor's were, because she turned them off like a faucet. Like, she cried, and then all of a sudden she didn't. It was kind of like jarring. Like, how you stop crying that quick? I think maybe Taylor was genuine, and after Brandon started acting up, she decided to stay on the show to build up her IG following. I could believe that. I could believe that either way. I could believe she came on the show originally to just be on TV, because it's not like this is the only reality show she signed up for. Or I could believe she was like, well, maybe I'll take this seriously. Maybe she saw Brandon and was like, okay, he kind of cute, so I can try to see if this will actually be something. And when it wasn't, when he actually turned out to be crazy, she tried to take, her acting skills to the next level so she can, be remembered in reality show history. And it just didn't work out that way. I could believe either way. But either way, I just feel like that's fake. It's fake. Like, I can't appreciate nobody being fake. I mean, I didn't like it when Matt did it. I don't like it when Zach does it. I definitely don't like it when Taylor's doing it, because I was on her side for the majority of the time. So I just don't like it if that's what she's doing. Good evening, UK. Hello, I yield Israelite. She thought by blocking him it was going to save her. She should have known somebody was going to see it. I think Michael told him, since he because Michael do seem like the type to send him something, since they such good buddies. I think it's something that Brandon and Michael are good friends. That says something to me. Yeah, I heard Taylor wasn't his first match, and I think it's crazy that you just pick the second one in line. How's it my perfect match if this is not the person you originally wanted me to be with? They should just chose 2 other people that could be matched. I've actually talked to Taylor on DM. She was cool, but who knows? She said she will never tell the truth when she will tell the truth when the NDA is over. Okay, we'll see. I'm open to hear it. Brandon said Taylor was getting phone calls at 3 a.m. The only 3 a.m. phone calls are when a family member is on the way to the hospital and to a booty call. Exactly. That's weird that you getting phone calls at 3 a.m. because don't nobody be getting. You right. Your natural hair is beautiful. Hide and stay natural. I will. Trust me, I'm never getting another perm. Maybe when I turn, like, I doubt I ever get another perm. But yeah, y'all. Y'all want to talk about anything else? We pretty much discussed everything. I'm going to put out my official video review tomorrow, so. Okay, in my defense, I have insomnia, and I contact my cousins at 3 a.m. Well, hopefully they don't have a significant other. You might be getting them in trouble. 2 black couples from the jump had each other's back. I didn't like how the other couples tried to get Mika to spill. I know. That was just like... And then Mika just went on ahead and told everything. But I think it was awkward. They were all there. And Brandon and Taylor were obviously missing. And then she posted that video. She kind of put her own business out there, you know? But yeah, it's crazy how they just put Mika on the spot. Okay, we could talk about Love is Blind reunion real quick. Because there wasn't much to it. I'm pretty sure my cousin's significant. Okay. As long as they know. I wish Mika hadn't said anything about Taylor and Brandon. But yeah, in any other situation, like if this wasn't filmed, I would say Mika was dead wrong. She should have never said nothing. But it's TV. It's not like Brandon and Taylor were not a part of the group, and it's not like they didn't already know their business. Everybody pretty much knows everybody's business. Period. I mean, they know Zach and Mindy ain't living together and how they are in their relationship. They know Mika and Michael had some serious issues in the beginning with his, you know, with him being honest. They knew Taylor and Brandon. I mean, Brandon went off on everybody on the bus. They already knew about their issues, like up close and personal. So, I mean, might as well. Might as well. But like I said, in any other circumstance, I wouldn't agree with that. I think Amber dyed her hair to match Jessica's, but because Barnett just said Jessica was more of his usual type. So, let's talk about Love is Blind. I had to think about that. You might be right. Let's talk about Love is Blind. Amber got Jessica all the way together. She did not beat around the bush. She did not play with her. She was not even passive aggressive. She was aggressive. And she said it right to her face. And I can respect it. Her husband was so uncomfortable though. He was just like... he was sitting there like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? I mean, Amber's hair is cute. It's cute. I like her better with dark hair, but it's cute. It's still cute. Jessica is the mean girl who bullies other people and steals your man. Because she thought she was going to steal him. But the thing about Barnett, he actually loved Amber. I guess I thought maybe, you know, I thought they were being childish. I thought it was like, kind of like a immature kind of hookup. But he seemed like he actually loved her. So that's what Jessica wasn't anticipating. She thought, oh, because he didn't feel a way about me, because he didn't love me, he couldn't possibly want Amber. Look at Amber versus me. What? And how could he actually want her? Now, see, that's what she was thinking in her mind until he shut that all the way down every single time she tried it. He actually loved her. I mean, I'm shocked too. Because he seemed like, you know, the frat boy player type. But he actually loved her. I think we all a little surprised. But, girl, your face got cracked hard. I thought she was going to get up and hurt her for real. Because she already threatened to punch her in the face. So, I was like, ooh. And she was in the military. So, she might have a little strength behind her. Um, I was a little concerned, but you know, Jessica won. She went about that life. She quickly apologized. It was cringeworthy when Kelly said, "Oh, I friend zone all the guys I probably should marry." Girl, Kelly, I did not like the way Kelly handled this situation. Period. I'm so glad that man went on to find somebody else that really loved him, because Kelly was playing. She played with that man all the way up until the wedding. I did not like the way she did him at the altar like that. And I know that's, you know, a part of the show, but she was so cold. I didn't like how cold she was. Y'all do not like Amber blonde hair. Jessica, okay. It's going to be so fried. Jessica still has that high school mentality. That's what made me think. I'm like, both of them are so childish. It seemed like a high school fling between them, but he might actually love her. I feel like she actually has feelings for him. What do you think about Diamond and the Bi Man? I'll get to that in a second. She is 34 but looks 44. She do look really old. That's all I'm gonna say about that. She just she not aging well. Sometimes a man needs a woman he fears. Yes. He don't want somebody that's easy. It was cringe. I already said that. Yeah, Barnett definitely loved Amber IDK if it was editing, but I didn't think he was into me either. I mean, I think everyone was like, well, he couldn't possibly be serious, but he actually loved her. He's very insecure. I think that's why he picked Amber. He wants someone who is obsessed with him. Let me think about that. Kelly said that a little dig about her friend being at the wedding. Yeah, that's what it was that bothered me about what Kelly said. Kelly, that wasn't cool for you to just be like joking about that. Oh yeah, I ended up dating someone that was actually at the wedding and bring it up, and it's like she kind of was like trying to dig into him with that. It just like, do you like this man? Why are you trying to hurt him? And I just love the fact that he has moved on and don't care. Thank you. May we all be that way with our exes that try to hurt our feelings once again. You know what I'm saying? Even if you ain't moved on to somebody else, be unbothered. Because it's like, why are you, what? And then that play for sympathy at the end with her crying. Girl, I don't feel bad for you. You could have had a good husband and he loved you. But I'm glad it didn't work out like that. I'm glad you didn't marry him because you didn't deserve him. All the women were obsessed with him. They were. I'm glad Mark wasn't damaged by Jessica. Me too. He seems like he truly over it. Kelly mentioned that she wanted to date him after leaving him at the altar, but he didn't want to. I wouldn't either after you embarrassed me like that. I don't even see how Gigi and her man still together. Especially after all those dramatics of her running 5 miles into the woods and slipping and falling and a telenovela with her mom. Like, how did you end up back with this man? I'm confused. Because Gigi is a whole actress. I'm not saying it's a fake relationship. I do believe they're truly together and she probably truly do love him. He loved her. Because those emotions that came out, I think those were real. But Gigi and Damien's storyline was definitely fake if they still together. Yeah, I feel like that whole, you know, she running through the woods and him saying no, I feel like that was definitely it was acting. She did a A1 job. Like, I'm telling you, if that was a movie, that was convincing, boo. Well, not really if I saw straight through it, but she was committed. I'll give you that. You was committed. And she's just naturally dramatic. So, yeah. Okay, so let's just, I really don't even want to talk about Carlton and Diamond. Because I like the fact that he apologized off camera and behind the scenes before they got there. I like how mature both of them were, even though I feel like he was playing up for sympathy. And I don't know, like I don't like how Carlton is acting as if somebody did something to him. Like, he might have gotten death threats or whatever, but like Diamond said, she got death threats too. So and a lot of times death threats online is just words typed on a screen. Like, I'm not saying people should do it or you should just, you know, be okay with it, but I mean, so I just feel like the dramatics weren't necessary. He was playing very much so victim, because when he confessed to her, she did not react in an explosive way. She was very calm. She just wanted time to think about it. When she came back to talk to him the next day, she just had questions, and he completely jumped at her and was ready to pounce. As soon as she came out to talk to him, he pounced, and she took her ring off and gave it to him. He threw the ring. Very aggressive. As soon as he had the chance, he mentioned something about her wig, and the wig was bad, and the wig was sliding since day one. But if you love somebody, you ain't gonna put them on blast like that. Do I think he truly loved her? No. Do I think he did all this for TV? Yes. Do I think he anticipated a backlash the way he's gotten? No. Do I think he thought it was gonna go a completely different way and thought she was gonna be the one that got canceled? Yes. Do I think that's why he made that a part of his storyline? Maybe. Do I think he's full of it? Yes. Did I buy those tears? No. Was he on the Real Housewives of Atlanta acting a fool with Kenya? Yes. Do I think he knows how to make a reality TV moment? Yes. Do I think that whole grand gesture of getting down on one knee, giving her a ring as a friendship ring just to open up, make something beautiful, do I think that was genuine? No. He was just trying to get everybody off his back? Yes. It wore me out. I was so tired. I was so sick of it. It's like all of his answers were very planned out. It's like either somebody coached him or he just knew exactly what to say. And yeah, I was just over it. Child, that ring was unnecessary. Carlton need to stop. Exactly. That clip of him and Kenya is hilarious. Classic Rose of Atlanta. Not as good as Sheree and the Party Planner. Now, Sheree and the Party Planner is a classic, and I might have to look that up after I get over here because that was hilarious. All that crying. Exactly. Lauren and Cameron was the best. Now, let's get to Lauren and Cameron. They made me cry again. I already cried for their wedding. I think Cameron shows all the black women that we have to step out the box. Hey, I'm not judging nobody that does. I already cried at their wedding, because it just felt so genuine. To this day, they just so genuine. You could tell Cameron genuinely loves this woman. You could tell she feels so safe with him. You could tell their families really have come together. You know what I'm saying? You want something like, I don't know if y'all have seen any of Chrissy's videos. She's a YouTuber, Chrissy, and she does a lot of talking about black women and hypergamy and, you know, dating someone, I guess they kind of makes more money than you. Kind of like breaking the cycle of dating broke men, or, you know, not letting men taking advantage of you. You find a man, people would think of it as gold digging, but I just see it as, you know, a lot of women look to level up when it comes to marrying, because, you know, you want to advance further in life. She has a really good video on Married at First Sight, and just talking about Cameron and Lauren and their relationship. She just has a great way of breaking it down about how black women can step outside the box and find, if you can't find a Cameron in your own race, you can find a Cameron in someone else outside of your race. Because a lot of these men act like, you know, well, I don't have it all together, or, you know, wait, you should wait for a ring, or when a lot of times men, if they really want somebody, they already know what they want, and they're gonna go after what they want, and they're gonna wife you up because they don't want nobody else to get you, and they're gonna protect you, and they're gonna care for you. I mean, one thing about Cameron, he kept telling Lauren, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to take care of you. He kept saying that. And a real man is going to be a provider. You know? Now, I'm not saying, you know, I'm not saying that Lauren doesn't have her own. I'm sure she does. I don't know what she does, but I'm sure she does. She seems like an intelligent, successful woman. But just the fact that that man kept saying, I'll take care of you, and he have a good job to back it up. He had a house coming into this. He had a really nice place. Come on. That's what women look for. Will need to look for. She's a content creator. Is she a YouTuber? How do you spell her name? I think it's Lauren Speed. Lauren Speed. I want a Cameron. Don't we all? The way he respects her is so clear and out there for the world to see. Yeah, he doesn't hide it. He doesn't hide it. And that's what I loved. He just unapologetically loved her. Does she have a YouTube channel? She does have YouTube. Oh, I have to look her up. I didn't know that. What kind of videos does she make? But yeah, their love story is beautiful. Oh, I hope they have a vlog channel. If they have a vlog channel, I'm watching. I'm watching it, period. I don't even watch vlog channels anymore. But it was just so beautiful. I mean, you know, we all want that. We all want somebody that'll love us. And then I think what their story also showed you is a lot of times we'll kind of self-sabotage, because it was points in it where she was just like, I don't know, you know, I don't know if I want to be with you. She was just really, I think sometimes we could be uncomfortable with, you know, someone so openly wanting you or wanting to be with you or loving you that it makes you uncomfortable because you're not used to it, and you might want to like push it away because it's unfamiliar to you. But I don't know, I just love it. I love seeing that. Don't get me wrong, you know, black love is beautiful, but you know, black men don't hesitate with stepping outside the box and dating interracially and throwing it in people's faces, and even going as far as to saying, you know, other races are better than black women. Now, I'm not saying we should go so far as to say, well, other races are better than black men. What I'm saying is, why be afraid to step outside the box when they're not? They're not at all. Don't hold yourself back. I'm talking about the review. Are you talking about the one with the Chrissy? Yeah, Chrissy. I think that's how you spell it. It's just Chrissy. But she has some really good videos with good topics. I learned so much from her channel. Just about, you know, femininity and, you know, things like that. I really like her channel. But alright, y'all, I've been on here for over an hour. I didn't mean to stay on here this long. But y'all let me know what you think down below. I will be posting my official review tomorrow, so look out for that. And yeah, I believe that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one.